Got ourselves, is that the song that I want to go with? You know what? I actually like this song better. Actually like this one better. Got ourselves Harry over for the team 2. First up and running. These boys better be ready. Whole team 1 is now shaking a little with Rosie charging in. Feral versus Mage. A much closer match than I thought it would be. Normally, Mages do really well against melee. But Ferals, with the amount of mobility they have and ways they can break out of slows and stuff, you actually have yourself quite a bit of advantage, except for Rosie, who kind of just stuck in our rings, man. Double ringed, as he's going to go for a leap. That's going to be probably a wall, potentially. That's a full burst out of Harry. Actually, almost half a burst. Rosie backing up for a second, trying to go for a bit of a self-healing. Going to be a bear form. It's going to be our cannon sphere. Man, Harry, making sure that Rosie does not get any recovery while behind the pillow. There goes the wall, breath. There goes the trinket. There's not much you really need to trinket as a feral, but that's a pretty decent trinket choice. Breath or freeze, because it's not like he can get stunned by the mage anyway. He just got to shop his setups. It's going to be a bash out of Rosie, able to get a couple of bleeds out of Harry as he's trying to see if he can set up some kind of a big go. Oh, these missiles that you're doing, by the way, this running missile thing, you're not going to be able to do that in War Within. You're going to have to figure something out, my mans. You're gonna have to figure something out. I am wondering, I'm thinking Arcane's still gonna be huge, but oh my god, the damage on Rosie. Bear from trying to take it up. Does interrupt Harry on that Arcane, but the touch of the magic still ramped up quite a bit. Into Ring of Fire, leap it past and convoke the spirits. That is gonna be an interrupt, blasting him away. Oh, and that's gonna be quite just a little bit extra damage towards the tail end. Was able to do a number to the hell bar of the mage either way though. And with plenty of stealth classes over in Team 1, I think altogether, they should be able to get some kind of a setup versus the mage either way. He is still rotting. Sap, and it's going to be perfect opener by Ultima. Got him so silence, go road, everything in there. Sap's to follow. All these dots, Harry might just be looking at a trinket, potential trinket out of him in order to get a reverse blink out. Knocking Ultima Beast back a bit. Cloak shot is used, but oh no. Oh no, he's back. Are we good? Did we play? Okay, we're fine. Okay, awesome. For a second, it looked like it was going to be a bit of a lag there too. Harry tried to see if he gets some kind of a setup. Ultima backing up out of there. Could go for a vanish. But you pick up eyes just to find him? He is kind of lowish on health. That is ultra right now for the mage. Full touch of the magic for Ultima. Does not have a defensive to deal with his damage. And it's going to be full big blast. Hold on, do you just go down? Oh no, I think might have been lag to some degree. He was doing some running in place there for a little bit. So that may end up making that whole place against our Arcane Mage a little bit more difficult at the very least. Full poly onto Monzi. He hasn't used, actually he did end up using a few cooldowns. He did end up using his cleave or soul, what's it called? It's not soul cleave. Carve? No. I'm gonna think of it in a second. Got himself full sigil of fear as he got a couple of glaives dot damage onto Harry. The man got himself a bit of the ultra, so you should be okay, unless he gets it randomly purged. For Monzi, you should be trying to purge whatever buffs you can out of the mage, because any one of those things can be helpful. Big hunt from downtown, trying to see if he can blink it. I think it still does it. Connecting, got himself in prison into a full-on meta. Blade hands to follow, but the mage able to reverse back his position. Monzi just needs a bit more mobility. Looks like might get frozen. Trying to be very careful with the Ring of Frost, but the slows and the ring really zoning him out. Cannot do much here. Got him so vengeful with an immunity. He can't still get slowed, but at least his cell bar won't take any damage. Just strictly powers out for Harry. Go get a glyph just to make sure that their ability still has this night fade glow to it. Is that what happened? Got himself a barrage, and that's going to be yet another one going down with Tyr up next. Sub-Rogue is one of the better classes, I guess, in Arcane Mage here. Cloak of Shadows aggressively, though. This could give Harry an opportunity here to set some kind of a go. Big old Barath onto Tyr, who's got himself Trinket for Trinket, though. And that's going to be an ice block. That is a big cooldown out of either one of them. Tyr does have vanishes to recover that Cloak of Shadows cooldown a little bit quicker. He's going to try to see if he can knock him out in the open. Nova to follow. But now that the Rogue does not have a protection over Cloak of Shadows, he's got to be very careful with those vanishes. He got a blind. That's really about all he can do. He got to be very careful with when he's using those cooldowns for himself. And Epic just backing up out of there. I like that donkey too. Oh man. Oh, what? Okay. I was gonna say for a second. For some reason, I thought you were on the opposite team with Tyr, but you're actually on the opposite team with Harry. You're still running amok out here, man. My goodness. It would be great if the toned down classes and War Within. Not gonna happen though. Would be nice. What do you mean by that, Chris? Is toned down, like damage wise? Like for classes a bit less damage? Because I think that could be like a PvP scaling. We are gonna have a lot of health though, so you may feel like if they don't give our classes too much more PvP damage, that could be a way to like tone our overall effectiveness out. So you're not watching health but disappear in seconds. You know what I mean? Then again, we haven't really had the bursty PvP since like Shadowlands in a while. Dragonflight has been a little bit more, at times, tame. Not always, at times. There've been some shenanigans here and there. Damage utility, etc. There's too much of everything. Well, they're kind of, they're sort of kind of doing it. If you've seen some of the class reworks, they're definitely like simplifying classes a bit, without necessarily simplifying the utility. It might result in some interesting things that you're talking about. So you're dead. Brad Barrage, it's over, right? Hold on a second. He's really trying to lock down the mage. He's trying to make sure Barrage doesn't hit him, but those missiles do catch him. Oh my goodness. Oh, the missiles. And Epic Sanchez, as an elemental shaman, is trying to see if he can get himself a setup versus Harry. Got himself in this so he can always reposition. Ring of Fire immediately. Is going to get hit in the Ring of Fire, but he's just rushing in there. Got him some full blasters on point. Touch of the Magi out for Harry. Allows it to follow. Blinks it immediately. Epic may need to go for defensive. That is quite a lot of damage stacking up from the Touch of the Magi. Hold on a second. Oh my. He's just a raw arcane power. If you're just fighting him match for match, point for point, it's just, I mean, he's doubled his, he healed a lot, but also the damage though. He could just pump. He could put out the numbers. And I think, in fact, you probably are going to have like a stronger version of Arcane once Warwithin comes out, right? With some of the new talents. I mean, with the reworks, I think so. Because those clear casts, you're not going to be able to cast missiles behind the pillar. But when you do get clear casts, oh, it's going to hurt. I do wonder if you get an Arcane Blast now. I don't think so, but you're going to definitely have to find a way to spend a lot of mana just to get those clear cast procs. Got ourselves Katarina first out over for the team to ready to go. On the team, we got ourselves Atho, Saya, Smog, as well as Tal. Switching sides to hang out with the boys. Gotta be first up, Griff versus Cat. What happened? You guys just lost one. You guys lost one. Is it still fine? You want to format it? On that team, we got ourselves Krager, we got Advent, we got ourselves Dobby. I like your Mog Dobby. Katarina just trying to see if you could catch up to Griff, and Griff avoiding him completely. Gotta be Cat trying to guess where the rogue may be. Shadowblades around. The rogue should have himself a proper big go here too. Shadow Strike in the shot. Waiting for the blink. All the time available for Katarina. Immediately trying to see if he can get away from Griff as he's stepping around. It's going to be a secret technique. I think secret technique might have actually been disrupted by breath. Because I know there's some weirdness, because when you use Secret Technique, you summon these like untargetable pets that do an attack, but they're also kind of rooted in place, so you can't like walk away from them. Or if you use CC, sometimes it just breaks their AI. It's really weird ability. Full Touch of the Magic missiles, Ray just flowing onto Griff. Maybe looking for a Cloak of Shadows. Not a lot of health available for this guy. Might be under a lot of trouble. He's in execute range. Hold on. Knocked back by Cat into a full stun. Blink available. Barrages are going to do a lot of damage. Griff maybe looking at a cloak here. It's going to be a blind. He's just trying to see if he can get away from Cat. I don't know if Cat can catch up to the guy. Possibly. I got himself Ultra. Smoke Bomb? Just trying to see if he can escape without having to escape. Smoke Bomb just to give himself a re-stealth. Smoke Bomb might as well be an extra vanish for this guy too. I guess he does have like, what, 20 vanishes at least? It feels like. Okay, hold on. Let's count. Double vanish. Cloak. A Gouge sprint behind the pillar. That could be a vanish in a way. Smoke Bomb re-stealth vanish. Shadow Meld vanish. That's quite a lot of wilds, and he just got himself a big chopper into the mage. Nothing that Katarina could do in that situation. Literally, the game was in Rogue's court, and it was Rogue's victory before he even like laid an ability on the guy. Steps is out for Griff. Trying to see if he can lock down Atho. No outs for Atho. He doesn't have any immunities either, so it's just going to be him trying to see if he can tough out the damage. Locked down from back-to-back stuns. No way for him to respond. And as soon as he breaks out of the stuns, Griffin meets him with the Cloak of Shadows, giving him zero chance to respond at all. Whether with physical damage, because he's just going to dodge it, or with magic damage, because he's going to immune it. So there's nothing Atho could even do in that situation. Disarm immediately onto Tal off of the Blaze Stormers. Griff trying to see if he can get out of there. Full bleeds are up. And he's just walking away, trying to step him, but Tal is a little bit more careful with the way that he disengages off of the top bridge. I don't even know how to say it. Tal does go for a stun under Griff, but meets him around the corner with a kidney shot immediately. Just waddling out of the Smoke Bomb to give himself an escape. Lead by Tal, trying to go for a step, but doesn't escape. And Blaze Storm, hold on. Is this it? Big execute, but a disarm mid-air. He's literally swinging that weapon and he just disarms him while it's mid-air. Coming down on him like a big old guillotine and takes it, and Tal does end up slamming down the rogue, taking him out of the game with Advo. Gonna be up next. Advo, Krager, and Dobby gonna be up next. That's quite a lot for Tal to deal with, man. At 62% dampening too. That match I think would have been Kraken's saying, yo, somebody, he's telling Demon Hunter he can go first, by the way. I read that for a second. I'm like, what is he saying? A lot of you guys probably don't even know what the hell he said, but I just want to translate really quickly. Advo getting stun lock, all the pets around with the Tyrant, and everything is available. This is the most amount of damage he's going to have with the entire army. Mortar Coil sent on to Tell does drop down the banner, so maybe that could be huge here if he goes in for stuns. Advo trying to see if he can position around Tell, maybe looking to take the gate. Wait, did he take the gate? He might have taken the gate there. I'm not even sure. It looks like maybe he did. Tal just trying to see if he can get himself some kind of a reset behind the pillar. Is going to be stunned around the corner. As long as he's not taking too much health damage, that second one healing is going to start kicking in. Although Imps may start swinging around the corner, sitting down for some food, he's trying to get himself as much recovery as possible. He needs to make sure he has everything here. Last time he fought Advo, he basically had to wait out until every cooldown is available, because fighting at Advo raw without any setup is just suicide. There's just not much you can do in that situation. But if you do set up a proper go, right, proper use of cooldowns together, have the mobility you need, and get yourself the reflect and proper use of that reflect, you can make a play. Mortar Coil sent in, doesn't quite get the reflect that he wanted. Does go for the stun to cancel out the Tyrant though, slowing down Advo. And he doesn't have any escapes. Full Blades with the Blaze Storm is out. Advo with his last bastion of defense with the wall, trying to get all the pets up and running. Hand Go Down is coming in too. As long as he can cancel out Tyrant, he might be able to get enough damage in order to overpower the warrior. But for Tell, he just keeps ramping and ramping. He's got himself lots of rage building. Stunner to Tell. Does he have a fear? He has the fear for the pets. He does fear all the pets. And Advo trying to see if he can back up out of the Tell. I think maybe looking for a reset. No health at all in this man. Oh my god, and the demon charging in around the corner. Oh, puppy dog, he got to heal from it. Oh, the puppy dogs, man. The dog just wanted to play. Dog just wanted to play fetch. It just fetch his soul. That's all. Oh no, that is so rough. Yeah, last time he dueled Advo, he had to make sure it was a perfect go. Unless it's perfect, there's no way to win, I don't think. Advo trying to see if he can avoid Smog a little bit while the Shroud is active, because he just can't see him. For Smog, he really needs to hurry it up at some point and have himself a proper go while Shroud is still in play. Deep Breath on Advo, full Mastery Blast with a Fire Breath, just trying to see if he can end Advo. He's going in, maybe a little overcommitting on cooldowns, but he's just trying to see if he can end this match as soon as possible. And it's going to be Disintegrate. He needs to catch up as much health as he can before the Demon Hunter does anything. Dobby catches himself as he's about to fall off the platform. Sigil of Fear onto Smog. He got Wall, but the Demon Hunter still got lots of damage. Sleepy. He hits him with a Sleepy. Smog left with no health at all. I don't know what you're going to do in that situation. You try to heal yourself, but maybe you can root him. Maybe you can run away. Haunt. He caught up the Paladin. He did it just for a shield. He did it for a shield. He didn't try to cheese it. He just did it to give himself a shield. That is literally a rescue talent for them. If you rescue an ally, it gives you a 30% shield. It's just no shield. At what dampening? 81% dampening? No shield at all. As Dobby just slicing up through Saya as the last bastion of defense for his team. Dobby needs to find a way to fight through Saya. If he can do it, I think he might be able to take this here. He got a big cleave. He's got himself also the big sigil too. If he can play around the hunt as well, he could potentially make a play here. He needs to play offensively rather than defensively. You're not gonna be able to live this. Got himself blur as well as meta. Big burst. Oh, but Saya with burst of his own. Got himself bubble last second. Oh, shattering throw. This is nothing he can do. Nothing he can do. Yeah. At that point, it's so high dampening. It's just who has more cooldowns, right? That's what it comes down to, really. Alrighty, boys, let's get ourselves another one going. Man, that rogue one lasted quite a while, huh?